What is going on, folks? I am Goat. Welcome back to Warframe. Can anybody remember the last time that they actually used the base kunai? Because right now is when we all wish that there was a kunai wraith, or from back in yesteryear, or a prisma kunai, or a kunai vandal, or anything, because these suck. Okay, these little throwing knives statistically suck balls. Okay, now just for positive proof of exactly how bad these fucking things are. Okay, like, we'll go to secondary weapons, and then we'll just go find us the kunai, right? Here's the stats on the fucking base kunai. 8% critical damage with a 1.6 multiplier and an 8% status. Doing a base damage, and puncture based, by the way, always not what we want. Puncture, then slash, which is dramatically different numbers. But puncture based, but doing a grand total, okay, fucking grand total of 46 fucking points of base damage. These things are hot fucking steaming garbage. Now, are they improved with Incarnon evolutions? Sure. I think spitting on them and ramming them up your own ass would probably be an improvement compared to what these things normally function as, but it's whatever. So the Incarnon projectiles seek headshots and have increased multi-shot. Yes, that is its funky little perk. It's interesting. Okay, it's very, very fucking interesting. Evo 2. This is actually realistically functional. There's a reason, because these things are so fucking weak that if you get any of the tank of your enemies, that 200% damage increase actually does hit. Increase mag capacity by 10. Excuse me. You do you on this. I do it because I suck at headshots. And then I actually did balanced. Okay? Because these things are such shit anyway. Statistically, that I just went for a true straight up balanced setup. Okay, so to the build, secondary deadhead right from the get-go, because these things seek out heads. They seek out doing head. Just saying. Obviously we have crosshairs, sharpened bullets. You pretty much stay scoped in anyway, because you're throwing little tiny little fucking knives. So you're pretty much ADS with these damn things anyway, unless you just love hip fire and fucking throwing knives for some weird ass reason. So the front side of these knives is 60% crit with a 3.4 multiplier and a 44 status on this build, doing 689 total damage. Pretty fucking weak. Get to the Incarnon side, 90% crit chance with a 4.2 multiplier, but we are at a 48.4 status per projectile. Because of that multi-shot that it gets, having increased multi-shot, it actually counts it at a 5.4 with galvanized diffusion. So it's kind of like you're throwing multiple knives at once. But it's a 1306 base damage. These are not amazing. Like, I'm not even going to go to the Acolyte with these fucking things. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just not. Okay? Like, I've killed Acolytes with them, especially this setup. But I mean, like, here. Let's just go see, like, this huge misconception with the colors. Okay, the colors of, and I'll show you 100%. Like, I think I have one color change to my my damage, which is headshot damage. It's like this neon green color, if I remember right, or it's a green color. Because it doesn't show very often, but when it does, it's the same as a red crit, so you kind of want to know if you're hitting headshots or not sometimes, and because it doesn't pop very often. But there's this huge misconception that, like, some people think that a red crit is the only kind of crit that you get. That is very much not the case. A red crit is the ultimate kind of crit that you can get. Like, a fucking purple is something all in itself. Like, I've got, purple ability damage is what it is. But basically, a critical hit is a yellow crit. And orange is a big critical hit. The red is a super critical hit. So that's the one that really fucking hits home. But if you are yellow critting, you are hitting crits. Okay? Just putting that shit out there, okay? And as you can see, like, my shit is, like I said, headshot indicator is green, my reticle is green, The hit indicator in itself is kind of a goldish color, but I mean, I don't change any of these colors for the benefit of making me look better, because if a weapon is meh, then a weapon is just meh. So I'm okay with, you know, a weapon just looking meh. But if you want to make yourself feel better and you want to do red crits all day long and your weapon is incapable of doing so, but just to make you feel better knowing that you're actually doing crits instead of looking between yellows and reds and orange and whatever the fuck you might be doing, you can literally change all the crits to red. There's really no fucking point, but because it's not like you're going to be doing more of that big beepy damage doing it, but you know. And we do this? Thank you.
They have just shut down.
Where are they coming
systems.
from?
I'm sending life support
The
capsules
way I was
your way.
facing. So. Now, yes, you will see green, because you just throw in the general fucking vicinity of people, and these little bastards just start seeking out the heads of enemies. It's a good time. They're so weak, they charge up quick on trash enemies. You see them, they will just fucking defy logic and fucking turn to go hit a motherfucker in the face. Like, you don't have to be ADS, you really don't. You don't have to be aim down sights if you really don't want to. Because these things are gonna hit headshots anyway, but part of like shrapnel shot and galvanized crosshairs is, in fact, you know, at least, you know, getting a kill while you're getting a headshot kill while you're aiming. Love when they arc like that. Like here, hold on. That's the only perk to these things, is that they're fun. I mean, obviously, you can see they kill. Hey, Joe's online. Yes, I mean, you can see these fucking things kill.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
So, but it's just, you know, like, are they the most powerful? No. No, they're absolutely not. And, I mean, with that being said, it's kind of sad that there's not, like, another variation, or they didn't give us more status and more critical to build off of. Because with the stat and the crit being so atrociously fucking low on the kunai, it really hurts the overall function. Like, personally, I think, like, giving, like, 20% crit and 20% status would have been a much more applicable function to make these things keep up with what a lot of these other Incarnon weapons are. But again, I'm not knocking, because I don't want every single one of these weapons to be a home run. I really don't. Some of them can just be good enough, which is kind of where the kunai sits. They're just good enough. They're fun to play with. They get, you know, they build the Incarnon charge really quick, and that, you know, just a passive little function of just watching the throwing knife go, wham, there's that guy's face. It's a good time. So, I don't know. I mean, is it worth it to really go through the steel pass circuit and farm these damn things? Not really. But I mean, if you just want to own them just for the meme factor of them, yeah, by all means, you do you. So, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one.